Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Physics of Wonder. This is the fifth video from Tensor Analysis. In previous videos, we discussed about covariant and contravariant vectors. We also did some problems regarding them. In today's video, we shall going to discuss about covariant, contravariant and mixed tensor of rank 2, and we also do some problems regarding the transformation equations connecting them. Please watch this video till the end. Hope you will enjoy this video. If you like this, please share with others. And if you are new to my channel, then please subscribe my channel and press the bell icon for future notifications. Let's start the video. Let us start with contravariant tensor of rank 2. What is that? If n square quantities aij, ij is the superfix here, in an unbarred coordinate system are related to n square other quantities a bar alpha beta also superfix, in another coordinate system which is barred coordinate system, by the transformation equation a bar alpha beta is equal to del x bar alpha del xi del x bar beta del xj aij, then these are called component of a contravariant tensor of rank 2. We can generalize this concept up to contravariant tensor of rank p plus q. How we define that? We have to consider n to the power p plus q quantities like this. Here all the indices are superfix. Now these quantities in an unbarred coordinate system are related to n to the power p plus q other quantities a bar alpha 1 up to alpha p, beta 1 up to beta q. All these indices are denoted as superfix like this. In another coordinate system which is barred coordinate system, by the given transformation equation as we saw in the screen, then those are called component of a contravariant tensor of rank p plus q. This is the generalized definition of a contravariant tensor of any rank. Now let us see the definition of a covariant tensor of rank 2. For that we have to consider n square quantities aij. Ij is the suffix here in an unbarred coordinate system. So aij is denoted in unbarred coordinate system are related to n square other quantities a bar alpha beta also suffix here in another coordinate system which is barred coordinate system. By the transformation equation a bar alpha beta is equal to del xi del x bar alpha del xj del x bar beta aij, then these are called components of a covariant tensor of rank 2. Again we can generalize this concept up to covariant tensor of rank p plus q. For that we have to consider n to the power p plus q quantities like this. Here all the indices are denoted as suffix in an unbarred coordinate system which are related to n to the power p plus q other quantities denoted like this. In another coordinate system which is barred coordinate system, by the given transformation equation as we saw in the screen within the blocked format, then those components are called component of a covariant tensor of rank p plus q. This is the generalized definition of a covariant tensor of any rank. Now we have to see what is mixed tensor of rank 2. For that we consider n square quantities aij, where I is the contravariant indices and j are the covariant indices. This is denoted in the unbarred coordinate system. We also consider n square other quantities a bar alpha beta. Alpha are the contravariant indices and beta are the covariant indices. These are denoted in barred coordinate system. If we connect them by the transformation equation a bar alpha beta is equal to del x bar alpha del xi del xj del x bar beta aij, then these are called component of a mixed tensor of rank 2. Alternately, this kind of tensor can be termed as tensor of contravariant rank 1 and covariant rank 1. If we generalize this definition, then we get mixed tensor of rank p plus q. For that, we have to consider n to the power p plus q these quantities where indices m1 up to mp are the contravariant indices and n1 up to nq are the covariant indices. All these terms considered in unbarred coordinate system. Okay. We also consider n to the power p plus q other quantities a bar, alpha 1 up to alpha p, beta 1 up to beta q. Alpha 1 up to alpha p indices are contravariant indices and beta 1 up to beta q are covariant indices. All these terms considered in barred coordinate system. If we connect these two terms by the transformation equation as we saw in the screen within the block, then those are called component of a mixed tensor of rank p plus q. Alternately, this kind of tensor can be termed as tensor of contravariant rank p and covariant rank q. Now, if we compare all these transformation equations, then what we notice? Here all those transformations equations. First three are the transformation equation of a contravariant, covariant and mixed tensor of rank 2, and the last three are the transformation equation of those tensor of any rank, generalized equation. Okay, let us concentrate on the first three equations. Clearly it is seen that the terms containing contravariant components should be situated at numerator, whereas if those terms becomes covariant in the next equation, then corresponding terms situated at the denominator. This is clearly seen in the mixed tensor also. Alpha is the contravariant term, so this is situated in the numerator. Beta is the covariant term, this is situated in the denominator. If we saw the rest 3 equation, which is the generalized equation for these tensors, it is clearly seen that we follow the same type of notation in the generalized equations also. So, this is the rule of thumb for notation. Contravariant terms should be written in numerator, covariant terms should be written in the denominator when we write the partial differentiation. So, these are the comparative studies of all these transformations equation. Now, with these transformation relations, we have to solve few problems. One of them is on the screen. This is nothing but reverse transformation relation for a contravariant tensor of rank 2. To solve this problem, let's start with the given equation. If we multiply the given equation with del xm, del x bar alpha, del xn, del x bar beta, then we get the left hand side like this, and for right hand side we made some rearrangement. What is that? Del xm, del x bar alpha, multiplied term, del x bar alpha, del xi already given in the right hand side, del xn, del x bar beta, multiplied term, and del x bar beta, del xj, aij already given in the right hand side. The first two terms represent a Kronecker delta function delta mi. Similarly, the next two terms also represent another Kronecker delta function delta nj. In the first video of tensor analysis, we discussed how Kronecker delta function can be represented in tensor. We just follow the same notation here. Now, if I becomes m, then only first Kronecker delta function gives value 1. For all other values of I, first Kronecker delta function gives 0. Similarly, for second Kronecker delta becomes 1 when j is equal to n. For all other values of j, this becomes 0. Considering this fact, we can write finally this term as AMN. So, we get AMN like this. Now, M and N are the free indices. So, it can be any value between 1 to n. As these are free indices, so these can be replaced by another free indices I and j. If we do so, finally we get the desired result. If we want to prove the reverse transformation relation for a covariant and a mixed tensor of rank 2, we can prove them by following the same procedure. For covariant tensor, we have to multiply both sides by del x bar alpha, del xm, del x bar beta, del xn to get the desired result. And for a mixed tensor, we have to multiply both sides by del xm, del x bar alpha, del x bar beta, del xn to get the solution. Hope you can do this yourself. Please share the experience in the comment section. Now we consider another problem which shown in the screen. To solve this problem, let's start with the given equation. Okay. If we multiply this with del x bar alpha, del xm, del x bar beta, del xn, del x bar gamma, del xp, then we get the left hand side like this. And for right hand side, we made some rearrangement. Let's see that. Del x bar alpha, del xm, multiplied term, del xi, del x bar alpha already in the right hand side. Del x bar beta, del xn, multiplied term, del xj, del x bar beta already in the right hand side. Del x bar gamma, del xp, multiplied term, del xk, del x bar gamma, aijk already in the right hand side. The first two terms gives a Kronecker delta function delta im. The next two terms gives another Kronecker delta function delta jn, and the last two terms excluding aij gives the another Kronecker delta function delta kp. All these Kronecker delta function we get by following the notation how Kronecker delta function represented in tensor analysis. Nothing else here. Now, if I becomes m, j becomes n and k becomes p, then only this Kronecker delta becomes 1. For all other values of I, j, k, this Kronecker delta gives 0. This is the property of Kronecker delta function. So, considering this fact, finally we get from here a, m, n, p. So, we can write a, m, n, p like this. Now, m, n and p are the free indices having any value between 1 to n. So, these can be replaced by another set of free indices I, j, k. If we do so, then we get the desired result. Next, we see another problem. What is that? We have to show Kronecker delta function is a mixed tensor of rank 2. For that, we start with the definition of Kronecker delta function in Bird coordinate system, which is delta alpha beta is equal to dx bar alpha dx bar beta. If we do some partial differentiation chronologically, then we get the next two terms. Here, del xi, del xj is nothing but Kronecker delta function in unbarred coordinate system, which is represented as delta ij. So, this blocked equation resembles the transformation equation for a mixed tensor of rank 2. So, we can conclude that Kronecker delta function is a mixed tensor of rank 2. Hope you enjoy this video. If you have some suggestion, then please write in the comment section. Thanks for watching.